Welcome to the second episode of Content Roadshow with Dr. S. And today we will talk about any guesses? Okay, let me open up the surprise. And it's writing your resume, which is a big puzzle for many freshers. So today I will give you all the hints to solve this puzzle. Well, resume writing doesn't come under the tag of professional content writing, but it also requires to utilize your writing skills, isn't it? So if you don't have good grammar, you don't have good English, you won't be able to write a good resume. So if you want to brush up on your English grammar, you can take a personal mentorship with me and schedule a live session with me. The link for it will be given below in the description. So let's get started with all the hints one by one. The first hint is understand why, which means that you should know why you are making your resume. Well, isn't it to get a job? Yes, that's right. But the main point is what type of job. Okay, let me share an experience with you to explain it better. Few days back, I had a word with one of my ex-interns. He just recently completed his internship and we were having a casual chat few days back. He told me that that intern was basically pursuing MBA in finance and is just about to complete his MBA. So he told me that one of his classmates has been applying to every type of job which comes up. Be it in finance sector, be it in digital marketing or in HR, whatever. So I just asked him, doesn't your friend has any particular interest where he wants to go? What is his career goal? He said that maximum of his friends, what they do is they just apply for the job randomly, thinking that they might land up with one or the other job. So let us send our resume to every job opening. Well, that is really a mistake. So you should be clear about your career goals. What type of job you want to do? What do you want to achieve in your career? Then only you can make a good resume. Second is the format. Now, every resume follows a particular format. And nowadays, you'll be getting many templates on the internet to make your resume. It's very simple to use that template. You just have to fill in your information and your resume is ready. However, you should always choose the format that highlights your skills because currently you won't be having any work experience. So there are basically two types of formats that are available on the net. One format highlights your skills over your work experience and second is the chronological format that highlights your work history, going from recent to the past. Since you are a fresher, you won't be having much of the work experience. So it's better to choose the format that highlights your skills rather than your work experience. Third hint is the outline. That means before you actually sit down to write your resume, prepare a rough outline that what all things you want to include. Now, while preparing an outline, you should be writing your name, the contact details, your email ID and your phone number, a summary that is who are you, your career objective. Please don't make this career objective very general. Be very specific what you want to achieve in your career and what you want to give out to the companies where you work in. Then your skills. Then your work experience. Now work experience can be if you have done any internships anywhere in any company or you might have done some part-time jobs. Many college students do these nowadays. So you can put that under your work experience. Your certificates and achievements, and finally your signature. So basically this is how you should format your resume. Now to come up with good ideas and good content to write under all these headings, you should ask yourself 3 questions. If you have done any internship anywhere, or if you have done a part-time job anywhere, what was exactly the job role? Okay. Plus, how did you do that job better than others? What made you stand out in that job? What thing you did that was something extraordinary in that job? Or what were the challenges you faced in that job? What were the problems faced and how you overcame those problems? What were the results of the solutions you implemented? How you benefited the company or the organization with those solutions? And finally, did you receive any special recognition or a letter of recommendation for all the solutions you implemented? If you ask these 3 questions to yourself and answer these 3 questions, you'll be coming up a good summary and a good work experience to mention in your resume. Even in the skills part, we'll be talking about the relevant skills which are in demand today, which can get you hired in our next episode. But for today's episode, let us keep it very brief. In the skills, you should not just mention the skills, but should also give the proof of those skills, how you proved those skills in your work atmosphere. It can be during your internship. It might be during some extracurricular activities in your college, some college fest, college activities which you participated where you demonstrated those skills. Give that proof as well in your resume. Coming to the 4th hint, that is avoid. There are certain words which you should avoid writing in your resume, like responsible for. People say, I was responsible for this when they are highlighting their work experience. Or my job role was. Instead of using these words, you should use action verbs like I did this, or I improved this and this in that organization. Let's say you were appointed as an HR intern in a company. So how you managed the employee recruitment, how you managed all the employees or the other interns who were hired in that company, highlight that in your work experience and avoid using such words in your resume. They will weaken your resume. Finally, once you are done writing your resume, proofread and edit your resume. Now what that means? Well, when you have written your resume, that is just a rough draft. It is not ready yet to be submitted or forwarded to anyone. You must have made some spelling mistakes or some typing errors or some grammatical mistakes, all these things. So once you have written your resume, leave it for a few hours. Take a break, let's say of 3 to 4 hours, or maybe if you have the time, you can leave it for a day as well. Then go on to proofreading and editing each and every detail you have mentioned in your resume, starting with your name, the contact details, the summary. Summary should highlight you as a person, who you are as a person, what value you can bring out to the company and the organization. That should be the motive of writing your summary. So you should highlight all the mistakes you might be, when you are proofreading and editing, you will be catching all your mistakes which you have made in writing your resume. Another example which is clicking to me right now, it's very long back. I was screening a resume of a person and his mobile number was given. Incidentally, I just clicked that the mobile number had only 9 digits. That means the person had not given his correct mobile number. So these silly mistakes, if they are left in your resume, it leaves a very bad impression on the recruiters. So beware of such mistakes and do proofread and edit your resume before submitting to anyone. And finally, get your resume checked by your seniors. It could be your mentor, it could be your teachers, or anybody who is experienced in that organization, your friends or relatives. Get your resume checked by at least 4 to 5 people and take their feedback whether you need to improve anything in your resume. So I hope by following all these hints, I have helped you solve the puzzle of writing a resume. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. If you like this video, do subscribe to our channel. We'll meet next Thursday with more interesting stuff and talk about more interesting things about the skills you need to improve or you need to imbibe for getting hired in today's industries. Till then, goodbye, stay safe.